Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2021 general readings. We are looking at the first 2 weeks of November from the 1st to the 15th. This reading is for the earth sign of Taurus, our lovely bulls. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well wherever you're at, as I always do. Thanks for taking the time to watch this or any of the videos on my YouTube channel. Your likes, your shares, subscribing, donations, feedback, comments, those of you who reach out for personal readings. I always like to express a note of gratitude. It's greatly appreciated. So this reading is for Taurus for the first 2 weeks of November 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Taurus. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Taurian. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently than for everyone. If you know all of your signs, watch them for any additional insight and perspective they might provide. And if you find that something does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can click on the description link below, that little arrow, which will show you my email address, maggie1maguire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I do readings full-time, so I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling. So send me a message if you're interested. I'd be happy to hear from you. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the first 2 weeks of November 2021 look like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. All right, Taurus. We begin with the Three of Swords. Heartache, heartbreak, breakup, separation, or emotional pain of some kind, disappointment. With the Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits, best friends. It might be a romantic love soulmate, could be a best friend. Sometimes the Two of Cups represents a best friend who transitions into something more romantic. Could be that you're disappointed in that. Next we have the Four of Swords. Rest, retreat, recovery, recuperation. It's kind of a card of going off to lick your wounds or recovering if it was physical illness. And it is that natural transition, because we have that Three of Swords where there's some kind of emotional pain or disappointment of some kind, and then the Four of Swords where you're kind of going to go off and think about it, recover, recuperate, regain your strength, gain some perspective. The Four of Swords comes with the Page of Wands, messages. Next we have the Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away, turning your back on something unfulfilling. With the Knight of Swords, the Conversation Knight. Knights represent offers or opportunities for change coming in. The Knight of Swords is governed by the element of air. I always call him the Conversation Knight because he brings news and information and starts conversation. Basically, what it looks like here so far is somebody is hurt by their soulmate, their kindred spirit, their best friend, romantic or otherwise. They're like, I need to go over here. I'm going to be over here. I don't want to communicate. And then it's like, okay, I'm leaving. Or I'm going off, actually, somewhere. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Eight of Wands. Fast movement, forward, fast actions, Cupid's arrows, travel. You have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands both here in the same reading. So it's leaving, but leaving quickly and assertively. There's a pretty strong element of physical movement here as well. If it's not travel, it's actually physically removing yourself to somewhere else just because it's either you or the other person is. And that might be the cause of this disappointment. Maybe it's happened before. Let's clarify a bit. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands. Fast movement, movement forward, conversation, travel. The Tower, major endings or major shakeups. The Four of Wands, the Happy Home card. the Hermit, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is also in that gradual process of the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords. The Five of Swords is winning, and then the Six of Swords is moving away from the source of conflict and healing. And the Hermit suggests that it's a solitary path, or you're going off to find some kind of insight and wisdom because of something that's happened, something sudden, something unexpected, that's challenging, that's difficult. Clarify the Three of Swords. The Ten of Wands. Tens in the tarot represent cycle completion or cycle achievement, coming full circle. The Ten of Wands usually shows up when someone's feeling overwhelmed, tired. They're at the end of carrying this heavy burden, which is somewhat similar to the Four of Swords when somebody's just tired and worn out and they need a break from this. The Ten of Wands is not an immediate card, meaning that you have to go through the Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get to the Ten of Wands. So this is a situation with this soulmate person, this soulmate partner. This is nothing new. This is probably something that's happened before, and you're just like, you know, I'm tired of this. I don't know if I can keep doing this anymore. I'm going to go off over here and think about it. Clarify the Three of Cups. Sorry, the Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Somebody charging in to offer their love, support, and encouragement. It's traditionally a pretty good card, but you know, the thing about knights is they're not known for their staying power, right? They're known for like going and delivering whatever it is they have to deliver. They have a mission, a quest, right? And then when they're done, they're off to the next thing. So while the Knight of Cups might be in love with love itself and believe everything that they're offering at the moment because, you know, they're in the heat of the moment, it might be the follow through and the long term, whether they can, you know, keep up with what they're promising, that might be the issue here. The Three of Pentacles, compromise, negotiation, teamwork. Sometimes the Three of Pentacles shows up when, you know, you have to get people to agree to something and it's difficult, so there's compromise, negotiation. The Page of Swords, another message here. There's definitely conversation here. It feels like somebody might be offering a compromise, but somebody else is like, you know, I've been through this too many times. It's always the same thing. Clarify the Four of Swords. Four of Swords and the Page of Wands. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. The Devil, negative, cyclical, cycle energies, also the sign of Capricorn. The Chariot, success, but on a very difficult path. The only way to win with the Chariot is through sheer determination, perseverance, not giving up. Even if you fail 10 times, you know, you still have to get up that 11th time. And the Two of Cups, again, whatever this is that's making you feel this Ten of Wands, whether it's you or the other person, I mean, you know, it's a general reading, so this might be you feeling this way about your person, or it might be the other person feeling this way about you. There's some kind of ongoing cycle here. Whatever causes this Three of Swords, whether it's the same exact situation, or whether it's the same result played out in different situations, like somebody coming and going and coming and going and coming and going. It's like someone is being asked to have faith here, but the person who's being asked is going, how can I do that? Because this keeps happening over and over and over again. Clarify the Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away. Clarify the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups and the Knight of Swords feels like somebody saying, listen, I'm going to go over here. I'm leaving, and I'm going to go over here. For somebody out there, it may be that you or your person Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands. This is like leaving quickly to go home, to go to a family event. It might be that you or your person is leaving to go to some kind of family event or party travel or something like that. And they're not taking you with them. They're not inviting you, or they're not ready to take you home to meet the family, or something of that sort. And you're heartbroken over it. You're really disappointed, and maybe you've been waiting for this and it just hasn't happened, and they just keep giving you the same excuse. That's somebody's story out there. Okay, clarify the Eight of Cups. It might be that those of you who are leaving might be leaving to go back home or spend time with friends and family to kind of get your head in order and figure out how you want to deal with this. Clarify the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords. So we have the Four of Swords twice. This is temporary withdrawal from conflict. So it likely means it's temporary because this Knight, or the Soldier in this card, is taking a rest from the battle. Rest because it's only a 4. And also because while he's removed his helmet and his hand gauntlets, he's still girded for battle, right? He's still wearing most of his armor. So the implication is that he's taking a break to figure something out, rest, recuperate. The Two of Swords, reluctance and resistance to look at something, to talk, to make a decision. Yeah. Clarify the Knight of Swords. The Two of Pentacles, needing to make a decision. Justice, what's the right decision? What's the right thing to do here? The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Which is interesting because all of this is clarifying the Eight of Cups, which is somebody who's leaving because they don't have their Nine of Cups, their wish fulfillment. So what is the right thing to do here? What do I really want to do? What decision do I need to make? That's all of this energy here, and somebody's leaving to do it, to go figure this out. Either that or somebody else is leaving yet again, and somebody else is going, you know what, I'm going off the grid for a while with you. I'm separating myself, or something to that effect, so that I can figure out what it is I really want and what decision I need to make in order to put myself on a path of actually having whatever my wish fulfillment is in this relationship, in this situation. All right, any final messages, guidance, advice for Taurus for the first 2 weeks of November? Taurus. The Page of Cups, a little message reaching out. The Ten of Cups, the Happy Home card. And the Six of Cups, another one of the soulmate cards, but it's also a card of historical attachment. What I'm feeling here, and free will, of course, you can do this or not do this, and some of you might want to do this, and some of you might not want to do this. But what I'm feeling here is this is just keeping the doors of communication open, right? Keeping the doors of communication open with the other person, the other side, because of the history that you share, because of the history of this relationship and this connection, because of that history. Just, you know, just a little message, just keeping the doors of communication open, or not completely closing this off. I don't know why. I mean, we're only looking at a fairly short period of time, the first 2 weeks of November. That's what Spirit is saying here. Just keeping the door open, or letting somebody know that the door is open. But now if it's you who's gone off to kind of figure this out and try and figure out what decision to make, again, it's the advice here is not to close the door completely, but just say, you know, I need to go over here and think about this, and I can't communicate right now. That's pretty much the gist of it for the first 2 weeks of November. Okay, Taurus, those are your messages for the first 2 weeks of November. I hope... Yeah, this is one of those, I can't say I hope you enjoyed this reading, because it looks difficult, it looks challenging, you know, and the intensity of that, of course, it's a general reading, is going to vary, but it still looks challenging. I mean, we've all been through situations like this, most of us anyway, so while it may not have been the most enjoyable reading, I hope that it was helpful. Again, if any of this resonates with you, you'd like to, you know, reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, click on that description link below for contact details. You'll see my email address, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and delighted to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the November mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well out there. Be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.